And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Tobias Harris, since he was 10 years old, has spent the summer training with George the Iceman Gervin in San Antonio. Harris said, having him in my ear has helped my game and made me love the game even more. And Gervin says, I'm his coach as far as putting that ball in the hole. He's a good student, too. Kevin?
David, that's one of my most favorite stories you've ever told from our sideline. Thank you for that. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Wednesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. And then on Friday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Look at the 76ers starting group. The stars of this team in the post, Harris and Embiid. Ben Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. And for the Wizards, in the backcourt, it's Dinwiddie and Beal. Bryant is out there with Davis Bertans. And it's Avdia in at the 3, the small forward. And the travel in the NBA, just exhausting, Clark. It's just incredible how many miles these teams rack up, how many miles these players fly.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Kevin. And charter flights certainly help. But, man, I tell you, the season is 7 months long. And you're on planes probably 60% of that time. Whether you're going back and forth from a home road trip, whatever. It's a lot of wear and tear, but it is part of the business. And guys do learn how to adjust and be ready to do their jobs at a high level in spite of.
6 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
76ers ball.
Four on the shot clock. Here's Embiid, rejected by Bryant, and they recover it. Pass to Thibault. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Outside, Simmons. Clock at 6. With the clock winding down, and Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Dinwiddie passes to Beal. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Simmons. Bryant with the rebound. Here's Washington now. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Here's Embiid. Then Avdia making his last shot. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. And that's a foul called on Davis Bertans. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. The drive by Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
Sensing the contact coming and adjusting his shot accordingly. Nice recognition and adjustment by Simmons.
Now here's Beal. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Yep, that one goes in there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Thibault. Embiid inside, defended by Bryant. Here's Thibault, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game.
Third team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Matisse Thybulle at the line for 2.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Wizards have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Avdia, the pass to Bertans. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Dinwiddie. It's sent back down by Simmons.
An elite defensive threat and presence. Simmons understands exactly how to use his body to position himself for excellent defense.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Washington. They trail by 3. And Embiid with the block. Now, here's Avdia. Tries again. Goes up again. And the layup is good.
Got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Now, here's Milton. He's covered by Beal. And here now is Thibault. And Simmons kicks to Thibault. Shot clock at 5. Going inside. And then Simmons slams it in.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Simmons against Dinwiddie. And Embiid with the block. Simmons passes to Thibault. Harris outside. Got a piece of it. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. Tries the spin move. And Thibault sends it back.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Simmons. He had 19 points in the win against the Heat in Miami.
And his big night wasn't limited to his offense. His steals numbers were way up there, and it was a special night for him in just about every way.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now Simmons following the miss by Denny Avdia from deep. And Simmons slams it in.
Remarkable athleticism of Simmons right there. Driving to the cup. When he's doing that, you need to get out of his way.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Lets a floater go. And they'll get another chance. Avdia with it. 9 points last game. And there's a call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first
What a
personal
terrible foul there. Shot clock winding down, and he ends up bailing out the offense with a silly foul.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Bradley Beal.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here's Dinwiddie, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And Dinwiddie with some big shoes to fill. Steps into the vacancy. Westbrook left with the Wizards. Washington targeted Dinwiddie early in free agency.
Now here is Harris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And that's a foul called on Davis Bertans. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Hachimura comes in for Davis Bertans. And Raul Neto subbed in for Dinwiddie. Washington trailing. Now the pass to Avdia. Here's Neto. 11 points for him in that last game against Portland. Here's Hachimura. The shot missing. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. It's stolen by Hachimura. Knocked away. Now here's Thybulle. Not a lot of room. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Thomas Bryant. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Avdia. Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. Lamb comes in for Shake Milton. Shot clock at 6. Beal with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Beal can't get it to go.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Harris has to Thybulle. Harris against Hachimura. Harris kicks to Drummond. And the layup's good off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 4.
And, you know, Drummond has no problem playing through contact. He excels at using that strong body of his to fight through contact and finish.
Here's Neto. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Kuzma outside. Screened by Gafford. Here's the floater. And it's sent back by Drummond. Outside, Lamb. Harris looking it over. Back to Simmons. The layup missed.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Here's Neto over Lamb. The Wizards with another miss. Now Harris. Outside, Simmons. Rebounded by the Wizards. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And that one was all about offensive execution. Running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
Simmons passes to Drummond. Now Thybulle. And Drummond kicks to Thybulle. Harris outside. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Here's Neto. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Simmons can't get it to go. And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up with the Wizards. Trailing by 2. Beal with another miss. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Diallo's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Curry subbed in for Ben Simmons. Beal drives in, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Andre Drummond picks one up.
It's just such a high IQ. Beal using the bounce to get to the line where he's just a fantastic free throw shooter.
When talking about Bradley Beal, Greg, we're not just talking about one of the league's elite shooters. We're talking about one of the league's elite scorers.
And if you don't hear Beal mentioned in the same breath as some other NBA superstars, you should. He's capable of putting up a 50-piece on any given night. This is no specialist. This is an absolute superstar.
Here's Neto. 76ers getting the bucket. They grab their own miss. Gafford. And it's sent back by Drummond. Inside. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
The Wizards shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight. And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in. The 76ers leading. The dish to Lamb. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Snatched up. For the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Heat in FTX Arena. Passes it to Hachimura. Back to Beal. Drops in the layup for two. Beal's got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Embiid finds Lamb. Outside for Curry. 6 to shoot. Pass to Embiid. Washington with the rebound.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Beal gets a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Now it's a 3-point Washington lead. Curry outside. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for Washington. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
All right, coming onto the court.
And a bit of a lull in the play of Joel Embiid. He sees the need to turn up the heat a bit.
I think I need to, be more aggressive. Just look to impose myself, just look to dominate. I guess I need to go back to having fun and just dominate.
And certainly Embiid has shown he can dominate.
MVP level talent. He's just got to bring it every time down the floor.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Washington, Beal and Avdia sharing wing duty. Travis Bertans out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Here's Beal. And he overshot that one, missing. The 76ers trail. Here's Milton. Bertans grabs the board. Now, here's Avdia. Guarded by Harris. Avdia can't hit.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Embiid with the screen on Beal. The pass to Embiid. Poked away. Pass to Avdia. To the left wing. Dinwiddie wide open. The Wizards with another miss.
And, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Here he goes. Offensive rebound. Embiid. A second chance effort, and it's good on the way up. Embiid's got his first points of the game.
Hey, good luck trying to move Embiid off the block. If Joel has position, there's not much anybody can do to stop him.
Dinwiddie against Embiid. Passes it to Bertans. And here's Avdija. Gafford sets the pick for Avdija. Over Harris. Avdija can't hit.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Harris with it. Now Avdija defending. Curry passes to Harris. On the wing, Milton. Embiid kicks to Harris. Here's Curry with the three. Doesn't go for it. And it's Washington the other way. Their next game playing at home as the Nets coming to town. Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. Dishes it to Beal. To end the cold streak. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And this is Beal at his best. He's cooking with grease that his teammates need to keep feeding him.
Embiid with the screen on Beal. Milton the pass to Curry. A three-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
Here's Milton. And the rejection by Gafford. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Pass to Beal. From the arc. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Wizards.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And guys, add to that the fact that they have really done a great job of attacking the ball handler with their defensive pressure and forcing turnovers.
Ryan is checked in for Daniel Gafford. And it's Drummond missing. Plays yet again, and he sinks the layup. Drummond's got 6.
There are a few men in the league that attack the glass as well as Drummond does. He's almost unstoppable chasing down second points. He's a tenacious and ferocious offensive rebounder.
And they get it back. And the pass to Bertans. It's Beal on the wing. Dinwiddie against Curry. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Pass to Curry. And he drives in, and it's sent back by Bryant. Now, here's Bertans. 20-point game for him in the win against Portland.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
And big men's roles have adjusted Clark in today's game. You take a young Clark Kelly and put him in this style of play. What adjustments would he make?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin. I would love to play this up and down, wide open style of basketball. I'm just not sure if I'd be athletic enough to make it happen, but it is more of a face-up rather than post-up game. And maybe I could be part of a small ball lineup, creating havoc with big guys trying to guard me on the perimeter. This really elevates Ben Simmons' team when he's shooting it like this. Great to see him finding the scoring rhythm.
Dinwiddie against Curry. And stolen by Thibault. Right side Simmons. The three. Ball's knocked loose. Wizards leading by 3. Beal finds Dinwiddie. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one. Diallo the pass to Drummond. And here is Curry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And they pick up 2.
Ben Simmons.
And now just a 1-point Washington lead.
It really is a thing of beauty watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. I mean, he's a manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense. You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
And then Simmons slams it in.
Simmons taking off, launching himself right through the defense and rendering that D helpless.
Washington calls timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Washington making some changes. Hachimura, he's checked in for Davis Bertans. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Avdia. And Raul Neto subbed in for Dinwiddie. The 76ers also with a sub. Lamb, he's checked in for Diallo.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Drummond with a screen on Kuzma. And Lamb, here we go. Basket counts.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Kuzma kicks to Neto. Back to Kuzma. Wizards passing it around. There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
76ers on defense. Kuzma outside. Knocked loose. And it's blocked by Simmons. And they get it back.
Nice hustle that time from Seth Curry. Doing a nice job there challenging the shot.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They're crashing the offensive glass hard, too. I mean, they've dropped in several second-chance baskets.
Simmons against Kuzma. Shoots from 8. That one off the back iron and out. The 76ers leading. Simmons inside. He's against Kuzma. Off on the layup. The Wizards shooting just 28%. They're offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
Hachimura with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Clock at 6. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Kuzma.
Great physicality that time on the defensive end from Drummond, using his body to wall up.
And Kyle Kuzma now in year 1 of his 3-year, $40 million extension.
And he's improving. Stronger, better on the boards, finding ways to do more than put the ball in the hole.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Over to the left wing. Neto kicks to Kuzma.
2 minutes.
Hachimura setting the pick for Kuzma. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle.
76ers.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
And Washington making a change. Gafford's checked in. And then for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry. There's Embiid. There's the drive. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got the lead up to 6 now for Philadelphia. To the middle. Here's Hachimura. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And the confidence Hachimura has in himself, knows he can score from this area when given the chance.
Assisted. Ben Simmons.
Passes it to Simmons. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Gafford against Drummond. And it's sent back by Drummond.
How about that swat by Drummond, using all of his height and bounce to deny the offense there.
Back to Embiid. Outside for Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team. Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
The 76ers leading by 8. He kicks to Embiid. 19 seconds left to play here in the half. Milton the pass to Drummond. With 1 on the clock, and Drummond throws it down.
Tell you what, that was a power play by Drummond there. He's made a career out of stress testing the rims. And
so it's Philadelphia going into the break with a 10-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Joel, the reserves have been a big story. What are you seeing from them?
The bench has helped us a lot. They've come in, they scored the ball, they haven't stopped, so we're going to need them to keep it going.
We'll see if they can close it out in the second half. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Hello, everybody. Tipping off halftime. Let's start things off with a look at the All-Star voting.
Remember, these are early returns, but we see how All-Star voting shakes out. I know we got some time until the game. However, I cannot wait for All-Star weekend.
Yeah, because Shaq loves the parties. And I'm looking forward to seeing the best of the NBA compete. See which stars shine the biggest.
And now let's talk about that first half. Everything falling into place for the 76ers.
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them, not so much for the other team. That's been the difference in the game.
And that's our halftime show, thanks to the Big Diesel.
Well, thank you, Gomer Powell.
Well, does that make me the sergeant? I got to get the order around here, Ernie.
Shaq, where were you going with Gomer Pyle?
I don't know, Ernie. Is that a good accent or not? Probably not.
Shazam, Shazam.
That's a good one.
Never a dull moment, folks.
And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And so in the game for the 76ers, and the small and power forwards are Thybulle and Harris. Shake Milton is out there with Simmons, and it's Embiid in at the 5. Now here's Beal. He started close. No good from 11 feet.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Pass to Thybulle. Now here's Milton. Dinwiddie covering. Milton kicks to Thybulle. Here's Here's Embiid, and he banks in the layup. Embiid's got 6 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Love when Beal slashes to the rim like this, using that athleticism and speed so well.
The pass to Embiid. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
So it's Philadelphia now. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Drives to the hoop.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And finish off by Bryant.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. On the wing, Milton. Back to Harris. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Simmons. Washington with the rebound. With the drive. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Bertens.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Simmons with it, picked up by Bryant. Thibault for 3. And the 76ers get it back. And that's a foul called on Davis Bertans. And that'll be his third foul so far. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Harris passes to Milton. Down low. And they double up Embiid. And he goes right over Thomas Bryant and slams it down.
Boy, this big guy, Joel Embiid, is a center with an awesome dunking arsenal.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Bryant rejected by Harris. And they'll get another chance. Bertans' shot is good. Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Passes to Embiid. Here's Milton. Harris outside. Here's Embiid. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. Bertans kicks to Dinwiddie. It's stolen by Bryant. Pass to Dinwiddie. Right side, Bryant. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. It's a 10-point game. They get it again. On the wing, Milton. Another miss by Philadelphia. Wizards have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And another miss by Washington.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Rebound, Washington. Avdiev's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Tries it from 9. No good there. Good D by Embiid. Philadelphia leading by 10. Simmons left side. And that's a foul called on Davis Bertans. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
Diallo, he's checked in for the 76ers. Seth Curry comes in for Ben Simmons. And Curry, here we go. And the latest wrinkle in Seth Curry's game, creating for others with consistency.
And he's taking time with his reads, letting the defense commit, then making his move. All part of that maturation process. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
And just like his brother Seth is an impressive bucket getter. I mean, somebody whose role is to shoot and score the ball.
Here's Dinwiddie, and the rejection by Embiid. On the wing, Harris. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
Philadelphia ball.
This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot block leaders. Number 1 is Joel Embiid. 3rd is Andre Drummond.
I mean, those two have been playing some special low-post defense, and a lot of the shots I've seen them swatting away aren't easy to get to.
Hachimura is checked in for Washington. Curry finds Harris. Shoots over Hachimura. Good on the 7-footer. Harris has got 6 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
The pass to Harris. Embiid sets the pick for Harris. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Wizards. Raul Neto comes in for Beal.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Now Curry. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Embiid inside. Covered by Gafford. Shot clock at 6. And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Avdia.
Now into the lineup for your Wizards.
Embiid dishes to Harris. Shoots over Hachimura. Harris's shot is good.
There's no way you can minimize his concentration. Excellent focus in finding a way to score that time by Harris.
Dinwiddie outside. Off with the layup.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Wizards trail by 10. Pass to Neto. And stolen by Thibault. Curry wide open. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
Drummond's checked in for the 76ers. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Seth Curry.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Dinwiddie left side. Here's Hachimura. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Most NBA players are stars, Greg, once they start college basketball. But that was not the case with Rui Hachimura.
And coming over from Japan, there was an adjustment period for Rui, averaging just 2 points per game as a freshman. But he really grew his game in college. As a junior, Hachimura was a conference player of the year, turning himself into a top 10 pick in the 2019 draft. And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Into the lane. Diallo. Out left to the wing. Drummond finds Embiid. Harris outside. Another miss by Philadelphia. Wizards trail by 11. Dinwiddie with it. He's picked up by Lamb. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Dinwiddie lays it in. Dinwiddie's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Passes it to Drummond. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And a wide open look for Lamb. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Wizards. Dinwiddie passes to Kuzma. Fires the three. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And Embiid throws it down.
You know, it's the muscle and size of Embiid that allow him to score through contact.
Beal's checked in for Washington. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
An easy 2 points on the layup. Embiid's got 12.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Dinwiddie, 10 points for him. Sinks the three-pointer. Dinwiddie's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
The feed to Drummond. It's tipped. Beal from long range. Rebound by the 76ers.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. Boy, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Here's Beal. He can't get that one. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the call on Washington with the foul. And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
You know, there aren't a lot of centers in the league, true centers, who are in the MVP discussion on a yearly basis. Embiid is one of those proud few.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Milton's checked in. Hachimura with it. Now defended by Embiid. Back to Hachimura. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks to Beal. Fires top of the key. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. No good from Lamb. Wizards trail by 14. The wide open look here for Kuzma. It's good from long range. Kuzma's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Milton the bash to Lamb. Embiid with it. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Few players in the NBA strike fear into opponents, but Embiid is one of them because of his size, skill, and crazy strength.
It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lamb.
Coming onto the floor for the 76ers, Ben Simmons.
Here's Hachimura. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back right after this.
All right, coming on to
assist of the game. Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
It's the fourth. Quarter. Time to stand.
And welcome back to our special presentation of the NBA for Martin Luther King Day. In the backcourt, it's Dinwiddie and Beal. Avdia out there with Davis Bertans. And it's Bryant in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. To the paint. And Drummond kicks to Thibault. Back to Drummond. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Beal, the pass to Dinwiddie. And Bertans now top of the key. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The 76ers leading by 15. Here's Lamb. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Dinwiddie kicks to Bryant. Dinwiddie right side. Over Milton. Dinwiddie's shot is off. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up with the 76ers. 17-point lead, their biggest. A nice shot by Simmons. Simmons got 24.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Dinwiddie kicks to Bertans. Shot clock at 6. Here's Avdia. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Philadelphia leading by 19. Now here's Lamb. Pass to Drummond. Now here's Milton. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Harris is checked in for Jeremy Lamb. Wizards have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Dinwiddie with it. He's picked up by Drummond. And stolen by Thibault. Now the 76ers on the break. That's good from Harris on the assist from Simmons. And that's 12 points for Tobias Harris.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Now here's Beal. Defense right on him. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Offensive rebound. Thibault, the pass to Drummond. The baseline J off the mark. Wizards trail by 21 to the left side wing. And again, Washington no good.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Drummond with a screen on Dinwiddie. Drummond working against Dinwiddie. And that one's good. Drummond.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Bryant looking over the floor. Over in the corner, Bertans. And the wide open shot from Avdia. And again, Washington no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Now here's Beal, defended by Milton.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Drummond. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Drummond's got 6 in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Dinwiddie against Simmons. Shot to stop the run. Offensive rebound. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Gill is checked in for Thomas Bryant. Kisper comes in for Avdia. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Raul Neto subbed in for Dinwiddie. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Reed, he's checked in for Drummond. Justice Winslow comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Diallo's checked in for Shake Milton. And Curry subbed in for Simmons.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up. There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Driving the lane. Can't get it to fall. Washington's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. And here's Neto outside. It's hauled in by Diallo. Diallo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the dunk by Reed.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time. Cold-blooded and lethal.
Clark, with the success of the play-in tournament, Commissioner Silver pushing for a mid-season tournament with the winning team earning $1 million per player.
You know, Kevin, adding additional games I think would be a challenge. I'm not quite sold on that, but I do know that $1 million would incentivize role players. The question is whether or not star players would be as motivated to add more games in the middle of the season.
Curry dishes to Winslow. Down low. Here's Reed, tipped away. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. And there's the pass to Gill. Here's Neto. Pass to Kispert. A shot by Bertans. Nobody around. Cans it from downtown.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Curry outside. Knocks it loose. And they recover it. Winslow kicks to Curry. He takes it in. Yes, that goes in.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Gill, the pass to Bertans. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league, but who is the toughest matchup for you when you play?
Oh, man, you know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
A nice shot by Harris.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Bertans can't get it to go. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 20-7 run. Now here's Winslow. Guarded closely. The shot's good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Kispert with the bucket.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Up top, Curry. Rebound by the Wizards.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Here's Neto, guarded by Curry. The 3 from Bertans. And Winslow pulls it down. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Reed kicks to Winslow. Here's Harris. Buries the easy one. Harris has got 14 points here in the second half.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Neto, the pass to Bertans. Wizards passing it around. Here's Neto, guarded by Harris. Gill misses. Philadelphia shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And it's Harris off the drive. Gill with the rebound. The Wizards shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the 4th. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Harris, good.
Tobias Harris.
Harris has got 8 here in the quarter.
Boy, that's a nice touch from Harris right there, showing you exactly how under control he is close to the basket.
Pass to Kispert. And again, Washington with the triple.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Diallo kicks to Harris. 1:25 left to play here in the 4th. Diallo, no good.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Philadelphia.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will make it 1 victories for them on the year.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that 3rd meeting.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Drummond.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Here's Dinwiddie. And again, Washington no good. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. Count it.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And the rejection by Embiid.
Look at how well Embiid uses his size on defense there, swatting down the shot and doing it with authority.
And Lamb kicks to Curry. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Everyone, I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Andre Drummond.